welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about exercise and answer the question, does it, help with weight loss or not? So the simple answer is sort of. Of course, exercise in general doesn't really help you lose weight if you're just doing like a workout. The only exception to this would be athletes, like for example a ballet dancer. These people exercise all day long, 12 to 15 hours. They're practicing, they're rehearsing for a show or taking classes all day long. They're exercising intensely all day and into the evening. So these people have very high metabolisms because of the amount of exercise that they do. So of course they need more calories to, help give them energy. So exercise only really helps with weight loss or weight maintenance, for that matter, in athletes. People like you and me, I'm not an athlete. Maybe you are, but if you're not, it typically isn't going to do much in the way of weight loss. It's mostly what you eat. For example, if you eat an egg, let's say. Now one egg is about 70 calories. 30 minutes of calisthenics burns about 80 calories. So you would have to do a full 30-minute workout, and calisthenics are things like push-ups, sit-ups, lunges for 30 minutes. That's a full workout. Most people try to aim for about 30 minutes a day. So in an average 125-pound woman such as myself, 30 minutes of calisthenics burns about 80 calories, and that's about one egg. I mean, think about the entire day. If you're sitting, as most of us do, in an office, let's say, and you're on the computer and you're kind of just getting up to go to the bathroom, and that's pretty much the only movement you're doing. When you get home and maybe you cook dinner or do a few chores and then you work out for 30 minutes, you burned off one egg. I mean, that's nothing. So that's why exercise doesn't really, help you lose weight unless you're, like I said, exercising all day long. Now, a 30-minute bike ride for that same person would burn about 192 calories, and that's, of course, a lot more. Now, something like a Larabar, which is about 200 calories, like I said, if you go for a 30-minute bike ride, you've just allowed yourself one snack. So, like I said, it's not going to help you lose weight unless you're doing hours and hours of, exercising. Or, for example, maybe you have a more physical job, like you're a construction worker or, a glass cleaner, and you're constantly moving. But typically, most of us kind of have more of a sedentary job, and then hopefully we come home and do some sort of workout. But still, in the grand scheme of the whole day, let's say you're eating, 1,600 calories, you work out for those 30 minutes and you get a couple hundred more calories, like big deal. People eat, they don't realize how many calories they're eating. You sit and you just eat a bag of chips or you have some sort of snack, and if you're not recording what you're eating, you're not going to know how many calories you're eating. That's why I like to record what I eat every day. Some days I miss, because it gets a little daunting after a while to write down every single thing, because I weigh things and I'm a little obsessive about it. But I'm not telling you to do that, absolutely not. But it is a good idea to get an idea of like portion control, so you kind of know how much you're taking in, because just exercising is not going to, it's not going to help you lose weight. It's more about what you're putting in your body. Now, another exception would be someone who has some sort of endocrine disease or a hormonal disorder, like a hypothyroidism, Cushing's disease, something that has to do with your metabolism. If you have some sort of disorder, those people, of course, it's going to be a lot different. But I'm not talking about those people today. I'm talking about, just regular healthy people who don't have any diseases and, they don't have any problems. So they're not going to be dealing with any sort of metabolic issues like that. But don't think that exercise is unnecessary. It's absolutely necessary for your health. It's not really for weight loss, like I said. It's more for your health. One thing that exercise helps with is your heart health. You know, it helps boost the circulation in your body, and it decreases your risk for heart attacks. Now, you don't want to go too strenuous. You know, we hear about these young people today, you know, in their 30s or even their 20s who are dropping dead of heart attacks. Now, typically those people work their bodies really hard, and this actually lowers your immunity. And it actually is too stressful on the body, and it's too stressful on the heart. And a lot of times people have underlying heart issues that they didn't know about before, and then they work their bodies really hard, or they go on these long, you know, marathons, and they run. And running is fine, but when you run for like long distances, it's really stressful on the body. I don't like to run. I don't enjoy it at all. I just don't like to run, but that's me. You know, if you like to run, that's fine, but sprinting is a little bit better than like long distance running, because you're putting just too much pressure on your knees, and there's a lot of stress that's going on your heart and your body. So, you know, like I said, running is fine, but you don't want to push yourself too hard, because that's really stressful on the body. Another thing it can help with is it lowers your risk of diabetes, and it also lowers your blood sugar. When my husband was first diagnosed with diabetes about 12 years ago, if his blood sugar went up, I would tell him, go run around the block a couple of times. And when he got back home, I mean, sometimes his blood sugar would drop 100 points. So vigorous exercise, you know, not too stressful on the body, but small amounts of vigorous exercise can really lower the blood sugar. So you want to stay active, especially if you have high blood sugar. Whenever we go on vacation, we always notice that his blood sugar stays low. Like, he doesn't need nearly as much insulin as he does when he's working, because A, he's more active, we're walking around and doing things, and B, he's not stressed out, because stress is another thing that really increases blood sugar. Exercise significantly lowers your risk of many types of cancer. So you want to make sure you are exercising every day, at least 5 to 6 times a week, preferably every day, because this really lowers your risk of cancer, which is actually a wonderful way of keeping yourself healthy for longer. It can lower high blood pressure, it can help the brain health and help with memory. It actually can lower your risk of Alzheimer's, because because you're getting more circulation going. It can help with your mood and anxiety and depression, because, you know, we all know of that feeling we get after we work out, you know, that the exercise high, and it helps to boost the production of serotonin, and it just, you know, makes us feel happier when we exercise, and we feel like we've accomplished something as well. Exercising definitely helps you sleep. If you're having trouble sleeping, you've got insomnia, start an exercise program. If you have children or little kids, or you know people who have little kids, you know, and you take them swimming or something that's very active, the parents always say, oh, he's going to sleep good tonight, because they're getting so much exercise. You know, it wears you out, so you're actually tired at night, because a lot of people who suffer from insomnia aren't tired. You know, they're just like laying there wide awake staring at the ceiling. So exercise can help, you know, make you tired so that you sleep well at night. Now, exercise is especially important, especially weight-bearing exercises for women. Especially as we get older, we lose, you know, muscle mass and bone density. So for those of you who, you know, think that maybe you are more prone to osteoporosis, definitely start doing some strength training, or, you know, any sort of any exercise really helps to build muscle mass and bone density. So, and also things like stretching and just keeping yourself supple will keep you healthier longer later in life. Exercise boosts immune function. You know, our heart is a pump, so it pumps blood all throughout the body, but our lymphatic system doesn't really have a pump, and we need to kind of get rid of all those toxins in our bodies, which can kind of build up. So moving and like jumping on a trampoline or any sort of exercise just to get the lymphatic system moving can help boost your immune system. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more videos on health and nutrition. And visit me at my blog. It's nicolesnaturals.blog. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section. And we will see you next time.